Welcome to the What Would Terry Do video blog featuring Terry Slattery.
Terry, we talked about price and cost, and one of the key features there was being able to go to consequences to differentiate. What are some common consequences you see that people can have in mind when having these conversations?
Price tends to be short term. Consequences tend to be longer term over time. And so it's the element of time that tends to help us leverage the difference between price and cost. For example, in capital equipment, there's the price of something up front, and then there's the price of using that something over its useful life. Those will be two different sets of numbers. And of course, one side wants to focus on price, and if we can get cost involved, it tends to favor the high value player. And so another example would be in the area of, like, I do a lot of work in the area of employee benefits. And there's the price of those benefits, but there's also the cost of those benefits over time. And those, again, are two different sets of numbers. And the effect on everything from the employer's financial health to the employee's physical health is involved. So price can look very economical up front, but it can affect costs over time.
Another area that tends to get overlooked in these complex sales is the expertise of the vendor and the vendor's participation over time with the person they're selling to. How do the people you work with bring up their expertise and the value of that in these conversations?
Well, if they do it the wrong way, they like to talk about our team has 974 years of experience, and they'll have a picture of the old guy in the first building and the horse and wagon out in front and how he built the business and all that stuff. And then, we're very experienced. It's a nice way of saying we're old, maybe, too. But the point is this, that if you are going to focus on price, you're going to be prey to the people who probably have lower costs than you do. Because if you're going to have expertise as one of your key differentiators, you probably don't maintain that expertise with a lot of people that don't make any money. You've got a room full of experts. They're probably expensive people. And therefore, it'll show up in the fit of the solution, typically, is where the difference between less and more expertise or the size of their experiential in this particular application really matters. And so expertise is a valuable component of differentiating, but it doesn't make you low price. It makes you low cost.
That's also something that comes out when you're talking about things like being able to provide quantity and quality and time to market. That's where your expertise shows.
Right. And also in the fit over time of a complex solution, because we work in a lot of areas where they're making an investment today, but the total cost of ownership can be affected by how flexible and adaptable the fit is over time as the business requirements change. Somebody may have a killer fit if all you're going to do is use it for a little while and slam out parts. But if you're going to be using it for a lot of different customers and different applications and flexible manufacturing and those kinds of things, then you wind up with a much more expensive upfront solution, but a lower cost over time. It's about the fit as well as the expertise, and again, that element of time. And so one of the questions that we find that's really useful is when they say, what's this cost? And you're early in the discussion, then they're after, what's this cost? You say, well, how accurate do I have to be? Which would be the first question, and of course you can have a lot of fun with the answer to that. And then the second question, and how long does it have to be productive for you? Right? And as soon as you do that, you've again shifted the focus to a longer time frame, which tends to favor the value competitor.
Are there any other consequences that people tend to overlook, especially in early sales conversations?
Oh yeah, we see them all the time underestimating the cost in training their people to keep a solution current and useful, because technologies adapt and just the constant training and updating of it becomes a cost of ownership issue. And again, the low price guy may cost more to keep it current and again be less flexible and less of a fit. So you can experience the joys of much higher cost of ownership in exchange for low upfront price.